Hello and welcome. I'm Maria, and this is Maria's Tarot's Journey with me. I want to welcome the new subscribers, the new viewers, my Journey Squad members, and I want to thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. Today I'm here because my spirit is being nudged to ultimately put out the message for the Divine Masculine's energy and the Feminine's. Also, as an added bonus, I'm going to throw in the Karmic's energy in respects and regards towards those of you out there that are in third-party situations. So we will ultimately come to understand what's going on in the headspace of the twin flame journey. So without any further ado, also, there's a lot of truths and revelations coming towards the Divine Masculine within the next 7 days. Because as I was pre-shuffling and meditating, all I can feel is a heaviness and a sadness upon these masculines' hearts. Because ultimately, they want to come and speak their truth to their feminines. However, there's blockages. And we're going to find out exactly what's the blockages moving forward. Let's invite Spirit in. I'll be using the Gilded Tarot to connect with the masculine's energy. Spirit of the Most High and Divine which resides within me, I ask that you provide me with the truth, clarity, and wisdom and understanding through the collective consciousness. I pray to all those in need of serenity and peace. Guide me, Holy Divine. Protect me as I read into the tarot to deliver the divine message to those out there in the collective on a twin flame journey in respects towards the Divine Masculine's energy, the Divine Feminine's energy, as well as the karmic situations that they find themselves in. Provide me with the answers that the collective conscious truly desire and seek. Let's ask Spirit currently, where is the Divine Masculine's current energy residing? Show me what I need to know, Spirit. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Samuel, protect me and comfort me as I deliver the karmically divine message for the masculine and feminines. The current energy of your masculine is the Ace of Wands in the upright. I'm telling you, I'm feeling there's something heavy burdening your divine masculine counterpart. And it's all coming from this passionate new start and new beginning that they're longing and desiring to come towards their feminines in order to reveal ultimately where their heart truly lies, which is within the Divine Feminine's energy. They seeking to have a new passionate start and beginning with you, Divine Feminines. The challenge that's crossing the Divine Masculine currently is that there is no movement forward or no action being taken with the Chariot in the reverse. They're blocking their own self from coming towards you, Divine Feminine. Let's see what the core issue is as to why. Because they're unhappy in the karmic situation that they placed themselves in with this individual that they left you for within a third-party situation that karmically, karma is tearing that ass up, and it got them in a state of feeling unhappy within themselves and about the whole situation at hand. In the recent past, your Divine Masculine ultimately has failed to produce any victory or success within this connection that they ultimately dismiss you over and move towards to create a new. Spirit wants you to know, do not fear, because at the end of the day, karma is going to have the last say when it comes to this union. In the near future, what they should expect is the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of your divine masculines out there in the collective ultimately they're not happy. They're not reaching their success and their goals. They're desiring to have a passionate new beginning and new start with their feminines. And in the near future, ultimately they're gonna embody the Ten of Pentacles. Ultimate completion as far as abundance and financial prosperity is concerned. Not emotional now. Let's not get this twisted, feminines. You feel me? The potential outcome moving forward. A lot of your divine masculines out there, they're coming to that epiphany that they need to detach themselves from this karmic relationship that they find themselves very, very unhappy in. And it's causing them to not only lose their own self-confidence within themselves, but they losing a grip on reality as far as victory and success is concerned when it comes to them achieving their ultimate wish and goal and fulfillment, which is coming towards their feminine to reignite that passion and take that step and initiative to move forward within union with their divine feminines. So for the next 7 days, your masculines is going to go through some changes. And ultimately their current position, as I speak right now, is that they're longing and desiring for a reconciliation to come into union with their divine feminines. What's the outside influences for your masculine's energy? It's the third party. Three of Cups energy. The karmic that they're intertwined with that is causing them major unhappiness with that Sun in the reverse. Ultimately, the outside influences that's ultimately blocking your masculine from making any movement forward towards you to have that Ace of Wands once again. It's the third party situation. Inside influences, what's going on spiritually within the mind of the masculine. Oh, they're in the Queen of Swords. They ready to go towards that karmic that they find themselves very unhappy with, and they know ultimately that the relationship that they're in with this karmic energy, there is no growth and no movement forward. And the core issue within your masculine's energy is ultimately unhappiness. But moving forward, the inside influences within your divine masculine's headspace is they gonna come to that epiphany within the next 7 days. That is time for them to wield that sword and speak their truth and let this karmic know exactly what they need to do, because they're not happy. What your masculine should expect, they should expect that this third party situation that they're in, Page of Swords in the reverse, whoever this karmic energy is that got them in a state of unhappiness and unsuccessfulness within their own headspace, that karmic is going to ultimately be spying on them and gathering information up against them to keep them held and entrapped in bondage and in unhappiness and in an unhealthy situation, because that's the karmic's sole purpose, is to keep your masculine from coming towards you with this Page of Swords. So what the masculine should expect is that they will be spied on and that they will face major complications within freeing themselves from this karmic energy. What they should avoid moving forward, King of Cups. Overall potential outcome at the end of the 7 days, Spirit wants the masculines out there to know that as long as they continue to wear their heart on their sleeve within this karmic relationship that ultimately they left their divine feminine for, the unexpected is that you're going to continue masculines to be unhappy. You're going to continue to be taken for granted and used and abused, because ultimately, at the end of the day, divine masculines, what you should avoid is becoming emotionally entangled within this Three of Cups energy, the karmics energy that truly has no good intention towards you, masculine. Therefore, avoid showing any emotions towards this karmic moving forward. You will unravel and show them the truth about where you're really at. Divine masculines, you're going to embody the Queen of Swords energy. You're scorned, you're heartbroken, you're bitter, you're torn, and it's all due to the simple fact that you chose to overindulge in a situation that ultimately, divine masculines, you got to find your way out. Let's clarify. I'll be using the Witch's Tarot for clarification. And at the bottom of the Gilded Tarot deck, within this masculine's reading, for the next 7 days, we have the Nine of Cups in the upright. Positive indication. But he's going to have to take some really positive steps in order to reach that Nine of Cups energy with his feminine. Spirit, I ask that you clarify for me exactly what it is that I need to know for the divine masculine's energy in regards towards the blockage. Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot in the reverse? Thank you. The Chariot in the reverse is being clarified for the divine masculines out there. Simple fact that they're in the Ten of Swords. They feeling backstabbed and betrayed within this karmic connection that they left you for, divine feminines, and ultimately is preventing them from taking action and moving towards you with this Ace of Wands in order for them to speak their truth and to let their divine feminine know exactly what it is that they have been experiencing within this third party connection with the karmics energy. However, that's the blockage. Clarify the Sun in the reverse, the core issue for the divine masculine moving forward. What's going on with the Sun in the reverse? Show me what I need to know, please. Thank you. There's no love in this karmic relationship that your divine masculine finds himself very unhappy in with the Sun in the reverse. He can't see no hope within this connection because he's choosing to withhold his cup of love towards this karmic's energy, and it's causing him in a conflict and in a battle in order to stand in his truth and to emotionally detach from this karmic's energy by showing the karmic's energy that he no longer desires with the Queen of Swords energy. Inside influences for your masculine, ultimately he's going to have the strength and the courage to go towards this karmic energy within this third party situation and speak his truth, which ultimately will leave that karmic feeling as if she has to do what she has to do, spy and gather information and spread lies upon the masculine's energy. But let's take it one step at a time, y'all. What is the Six of Wands in the reverse for the divine masculine's energy? Show me what I need to know, Spirit. What's going on? I thank you in advance. And that Six of Wands energy for the Divine Masculine has been in the position of the recent past. So this is recently how your Divine Masculine has been projecting and perceiving his situation. There's no growth. There's no more love within that karmic situation. Clarify the Six of Wands in the reverse, please. Six of Wands is being clarified by, the Nine of Swords in the upright. It's causing your masculine to have a lot of anxiety, restless, sleepless nights, mentally entrapped in their own mind. And it's all stemming from the recent past energies where they find themselves in an unhappy situation where there is no more love being offered on either party's end. However, they don't have the strength and the courage to remove themselves currently. With the Chariot in the reverse, they're afraid to take action because of the mental anxiety and the Ten of Swords completion, heartbreak, lies, betrayals, deceit within that karmic connection. But ultimately, this is what they really want. A new passionate beginning with their feminine. In the near future, your masculine's energy is coming into the Ten of Pentacles. Show me more. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles for the Divine Masculine's energy. Thank you. Ten of Pentacles is ultimately being clarified by the Three of Wands. Your masculine, your Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines, hear me now. They want to reconcile. And they're gathering up their pentacles and their strength and their courage to do so. In the near future, within the next 7 days, your Divine Masculine is going to muster up the strength to release this karmic's energy by speaking his truth within that connection, and ultimately no longer is going to wait on ships to come in regards and respect towards that connection, because he's well aware that there's no love being offered on either end. It's basically all about money right now for the both of them. But at the end of the day, they ultimately want to reconcile and go back towards the Divine Feminine. And it's confirmed with the Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Why is the Devil in the reverse for the masculine's energy? Moving forward. Show me what I need to know. The Devil in the reverse is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. They're coming to understand that in order for them to release themselves from this karmic situation, the relationship that they find themselves in is going to cause them a lot of friction internally. And it's going to make them feel like they're being left out in the cold. But they also have to remind themselves, Divine Feminines, that they placed themselves in this position in order for them to have to release themselves from this negative attachment. There will be consequences to pay. And Spirit is ultimately showing the Divine Feminines that their masculines are going to be going through a shitstorm within the next 7 days. Energetically speaking, this is for the collective out there on their twin flame journey. know one thing. The divine masculine is well aware of the position and the role that he has played to ultimately put him in this devil in the reverse. Whereas he's coming to that understanding that he has to detach. Because the sun in the reverse is confirmed with the Two of Cups in the reverse. There's no love and happiness within this karmic relationship. So, however, let's get some more information. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Yeah. Because some of the divine masculines out there, even though despite them knowing that it's a toxic situation that they find themselves in, they fear that lack and that change with the Five of Pentacles. They fear having to release and let go, whether it's negative or toxic. Some of the masculines out there are still going to be hard-headed and still going to want to have their cake and eat it too. At the end of the day, ultimately, the Hangman in the reverse talks about being suspended in an animated state where they're not actually seeing the lessons for face value. What's going on with this Three of Cups energy? Outside influences. Clarify the outside influences for the divine masculine's energy. What's the Three of Cups here for? Too many fell. The Three of Cups, outside influences for the divine masculine is ultimately being clarified by the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Divine feminines, I shit you not, they are highly considering returning back towards the union with you. They're daydreaming, they're reminiscing, they're indecisive whether they should stay or go with this karmic. However, they know that it's toxic within this third-party situation, and they want to remove themselves fully and completely and move towards their divine feminine. However, the blockage is avoiding another sword being stabbed in their back. Ten of Swords. But ultimately, they want to go back to the divine feminine. We got 3 reconciliation cards here. Clarify the Queen of Swords for the inside influences within the masculine's mind. Show me what I need to know. Queen of Swords is ultimately going to be clarified by the moon. Your masculine is going to have to face his demons and go within himself and look at the secrets and the lies that he's been living within this third-party situation with the Three of Cups energy, with the karmic's energy. Ultimately, he's going to have to tell himself the truth with the moon energy being clarified by the Queen of Swords. Yeah. He might be in the Ten of Swords energy that's blocking him from going back towards his divine feminine. But oh, trust and believe, by the end of this week, many of those divine masculines are going to wake up with this Queen of Swords energy and take action by accepting the secrets and the lies they put themselves in, and know that it's time for them to let that third party go and remove themselves permanently and reconcile the union with their divine feminine moving forward. Page of Swords is being clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Despite this karmic energy wanting to gather information to use against you, Divine Masculines know one thing. Continue to progress and keep opening your eyes to the reality of this whole situation. Because karmically, there's a divine message within the masculine's headspace that Spirit wants you masculines out there to be very aware. It's all about mind, body, and spirit. The Three of Pentacles represents working on the self, going within despite who's trying to self-sabotage you. You have masculine ultimately self-sabotage yourself by continuing to hide behind the moon's illumination, but yet and still you face discord within this karmic's energy, whereas the sun provides no hope and no shine within that connection. Karmically divine. Woo! Clarify the King of Cups energy. Why does the masculine need to avoid that energy? Show me what I need to know. Thank you. Because ultimately, Spirit wants you to be aware, is to be alive. And if you continue to entertain this third-party situation and wear your heart on your sleeve, you will continue to be the fool in the reverse, Divine Masculine. And you will continue to be used and abused emotionally, verbally, and mentally on both ends. The karmics ends and the masculines. This is not a union based on love. This is a union based on convenience now. Spirit is clarifying the King of Cups and wants you to avoid this energy at all costs. Because ultimately that karmic that you have intertwined your spirits with is going to be in a reckless state of mind. And it's ultimately going to try to play the role of the fool in order to show you who the real fool really is. At the end of the day, moving forward. Provide me more information on that fool in the reverse. Fear of the unknown. Fear of being left out in the cold. We got all those energies on the board. Divine Masculine. Clarify the fool in the reverse. Didn't I tell you Spirit wants you to emotionally detach from this karmic's energy? And I'm telling you, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to be the fool, Divine Masculine, and detach yourself emotionally and stop giving an inch to this karmic's energy while they're going to continue with the Page of Swords in the reverse to take a mile. But that's neither here nor there, because it's about the Divine Masculine working on the self. And that Divine Masculine has been your energy read for the next 7 days. Now I'm going to close this reading out. Look. Temperance at the bottom of the clarification deck. Divine Masculine. Go within and find that inner balance within yourself to know how to fully release yourself without continuing to be the fool and feeling as if you're going to be left out in the cold. When ultimately, Divine Masculine, you know you want to go back to your Divine Feminine. Because the Ace of Wands is all about having that passion and that desire to reignite a flame that is ultimately burning deep within your soul, Divine Masculine. You already know that this union with this karmic is over and done with. And you're going to have to make a decision, Divine Masculine. Who will you choose? Are you going to choose love or money? And I'm going to provide you with a Archangel message. And that'll be your reading for my Divine Masculines out there. And then I gotta start working on the Divine Feminine's energy. Archangel, provide me with a message for the Divine Masculines. Help me to help them see what it is that they need to exactly persevere through. Divine Masculine, the gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon, we angels bring gifts from you, from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Divine Masculine, if you truly want your Divine Feminine back in your life, be open to receive the gifts from God. The God within your heart, your mind, your body, and your spirit, to know that ultimately victory will lie within this emotional fulfillment once you come to an understanding within the secrets and the lies that you have deceptually perpetrated within yourself by wanting what you wanted within this third-party situation that ultimately left your Divine Feminine feeling left out in the cold. But Spirit wants you to know, in order to receive anything from within, you must start to receive from without. And that has been your message for the Divine Masculine's energy moving forward for the next 7 days. I thank you in advance. I close this reading out with love and light for the Divine Masculine's energy. I'm Maria, and thank you for taking this journey with me. I'll see you in the next video.